I just named lined up. Okay? Because here's what we do. We try and rationalize what we do. We would say, well, I lied, but at least I didn't fornicate. I'm a virgin. But it's good. Well, it's good that you're a virgin, but you don't have to lie. Which one's better? I'm just being honest. Or what we'll say is for my sin or what I didn't go to jail for it. But what does the Bible say? You ask, so go to Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. This is what the Bible says. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. And it reads, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God rather than men. Yes. So what does that mean? So the way our corrupt society and criminal justice system is ran, it has no say when God is speaking. You don't. We don't have a say when God is speaking. God spoke. It doesn't matter what you thought because God knows. And God knows what you think. And you might reject God and say no, but yes, God knows. No, maybe, but it may be that you're inserting your own opinion, and that's not what God said to do. God says you're your brother's keeper. So keep your brother. But some people are not going to bother. But you'll catch that one later. Don't compare with your brother. Come and pair with your brother. Two heads are better than one. Back to that example. All the people lined up. Which one is better? Okay. Question, what does the Bible say? Okay. We're going back to Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. Isaiah 64, verse 6. Okay? And it reads, All of us have become like something unclean, and our righteousness acts like a polluted garment. All of us wither like a leaf, and our iniquities carry us away like the wind. So who's better? No. According to Romans chapter 3, verse 23, for we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, we are all included in that verse. It excludes no one. That means no one is left out. So you shouldn't compare yourself to others. Then you make it a competition, trying to please men rather than your heavenly Father. Galatians chapter 1, verse 10 says, For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I still please men, I wouldn't be a bondservant of Christ. Now let's break this verse down. Because for some of us think that church is a show. And I don't mean for God. Who got on their Sunday best? Who got on their best outfit, best suit, that three-piece? Who got on the best dress? Ooh. No leggings? Oh, no, she didn't. Who does she think she is? Who she showing up for? Who she think she is? Did she wear that last week? Oh, that's too revealing. Oh, no. Remember who we're doing this for. We're doing this for God. So don't compare yourselves to others. Because which is better? God or man? Yes. Who? Okay, reconstruct the word. The question is how? How would you choose man over God? God created mankind. God created man because he was kind. Who's better? God or man? Getting back to Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. We are all unclean. We all got a little bit of dirt on us. We all got skeletons in the closet. And you know what I'm talking about. But what does that verse mean? What is it telling us? Unclean meaning sinners. Filthy rag describes the sin we commit and the uncleanliness. We fade like a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Leaf that points out how dependent we are to God. We can't even hold ourselves up if it wasn't for God. And our iniquities show that it's unbearable to hold, for us to hold. So we depend on God to carry our burdens, our heavy loads, our trials, and tribulations. Which one's better? Who's better? God or Satan? Unclean also points out, it also shows and displays how unclean and unfit we are to be in God's presence and obtain His mercy. Sin separates, divides us from being closer to God. Satan gives you what you want. God gives you what you need. That's why we need God. God gives you what you need. That's why we need God. Which is better? God, man, or Satan? Example. What's better? Three-piece suit or business casual? What's better? Business casual or just casual? No comparison. We're all in the same Christian walk. You don't need to run. What's the rush? You'll be running your whole life. It's not a competition. We all want the same thing. We all want to go to heaven. We will have differing experiences, but ultimately we have to do the same thing. Example. It's like writing a paper or an essay for a grade. You have concrete standards. Me and you may write different, but convey the same message. Whose handwriting is better, mine or yours? Remember, it's no competition. We depend on God since we get the pen from God. Y'all didn't catch that. What's better, being clean or dirty? Well, what about being washed in the blood of the Lamb, being baptized, which is saved, or not, which is being lost? Which one's better? Which one's better? Barely feeling the heat or being tested by fire? Somebody say, Lord, put me in the fire. That's how they do. That's how they do. They barely feeling the heat. We in the fire. All right. Like the 3 Hebrew boys. It's like gold. You won't get the impurities out if it's not tested and tried by fire. Same thing with God. You won't get your impurities, imperfections, flaws out unless you let God move you, make you, mold you, shape you. Your faith won't get stronger unless it's tested by fire. But you choose to have faith. It is a conscious effort. You have to decide. You have to want to do it. You have to have desire. It's like being a volunteer. But most of you don't know really what a volunteer is. A volunteer can't be forced, coerced, or obliged to work or accomplish this particular task. A volunteer has to have desire. A volunteer has to want to do it. A volunteer derives from the Latin word volunt, V-O-L-U-N-T. It means one. Or we can use the basic form of the word, volo, V-O-L-O. It means I want. Or nolo, N-O-L-O, I don't want. We either NOLO or WOLO. WOLO or NOLO. We either want or we don't want.
Yes, sir.
We either don't want or we want. We can't be forced to do it. If you're forced to do it, then you're not a volunteer. That means you don't want to do it. Listen, you have to decide what you're going to do. Right or wrong, you decide from your mind. But that doesn't change what actually is true. The truth remains. You decide whether or not you accept it. And if you want to accept the gospel truth, you have to hear, believe, repent, confess, be baptized, and remain faithful unto death. You decide. And if you want to obey, may you come as we all stand and sing a song of encouragement. God